What's going on, everyone? Tech Me Out here, and I am back with another perfect setup. This is episode 6 of my series, and I called this particular setup Hotline Bling. Now, as you may have noticed in the beginning, I showed you a couple of different variations of this particular setup with different wallpapers. So if you are interested in any of those wallpapers, I'm going to have them linked down below in the description box. Also down there, you can find the full tweak list of every tweak that I'm mentioning in this video. And if you're interested in the settings that I have for each individual tweak, that will be linked down below as well. So once again, my full tweak list can be found in the description box. And if you want any of these wallpapers or the settings for these tweaks, you can find that link down below as well. Now, if you have any additional questions or comments, feel free to drop those down below. But without any further ado, let's talk. So when taking a look at my lock screen here, I have a couple of tweaks installed to get this look. And I just want to say that this whole entire setup basically came about from this lock screen. Once I made this lock screen, everything else just kind of like fell into place. So let's go ahead and find out what tweaks I have up here. So taking a look at my status bar, I have a couple of things installed. One thing I have is HideMeX, which was installed to hide certain elements up there. I also themed my icons, and that was done with Android Lollipop status bar. I also shifted them around so that they are not in their default locations, and that was done with Movable 9. Now, if you take a look in the top right corner, you'll see that I have a few icons such as a Twitter icon and a mail icon. That was done with OpenNotifier. So instead of just getting an alert for that application, I also get an icon with a small badge in the corner of that icon up in the top right corner. Now, moving down from there to this interesting but yet funny theme that I just can't get enough of, that was done with HTML4. And the particular theme I have running there is called LS Syndrome Late. Now, it isn't something that you can find in Cydia. You do have to download it from Dropbox and then manually install it using iFile. So I'm going to be showing you that towards the end of the video if you're interested in getting this particular theme on your device. Now, moving from there, I have my little cute wallpaper that I made myself. I basically created it to go along with the clock theme up here. You can find a link for that below in the description box. But if I slide to the right, you'll see that I have also themed my passcode screen. So looking here, I have Hotdog to get the words Hotline Bling. I also used Hotdog to get the default text that's in the bottom left and right corner to be emojis instead. So Hotdog would basically allow you to change the default text in a number of different areas on your phone, not just here. Now, in looking at my little numbers, or what should be numbers, I have sleek passcode installed to remove those numbers, and I have faces installed to put little pictures of Drake in here. So all I literally did was go onto Google and search for Drake Hotline Bling, and I took those pictures and put them in each individual number. So you can do the same if you're interested in making yours like this. Just Google his images, save the ones you want, and then customize it in your settings of your device to get his face in there, or any other face that you want. But aside from that, that is really all that I have done to my passcode screen and my lock screen. So at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock my device. Now, in taking a look at my home screen, I absolutely love this theme. And I love this theme because generally the themes I install change some of my icons that I have on my home screen, but not all of them. But with Echo, it changed all of them, so I didn't have to shift anything around. So that really won my vote with Echo, on top of the fact that it didn't drastically change my icons too much. So this is Echo. I've also used Springtomize 3 on my home screen to get rid of my dock down here, and also to get my icon layout to be the way it is. And if I slide to the right, you'll see that I just basically have a 2-page setup. And I like keeping it this way. So on my second page, I have all my folders, and beneath those folders, I have a few apps that I wanted quick access to. But you'll notice my icon layout on my folders is a bit different, and that was done with FolderEnchancer. I also themed my folders with ClassicFolders so that when you tap on them, it pulls up this type of layout inside, or this type of look inside. So that was done with ClassicFolders. Now, my badge numbers that you're seeing, that was done with blurry badges. So blurry badges changes the look of my badges to be what you see them as now. As for my wallpaper, once again, that's going to be linked down below in the description box. So if I slide up from the bottom of my screen and pull up my control center, there are a couple of things going on in here as well. For one, I have CC Clean and CC Settings installed to alter the look of things, so that basically I have a row of different quick toggles that I may need, such as the option to kill all my background tasks, or even clear all of my badges. Those are two of the main things that I use in there, honestly. And I also have CC Background installed, which gave me this little Drake wallpaper down here, so it lets you customize your wallpaper in your control center. I also have long CCB installed, so that if I long press on a certain icon like Wi-Fi here, it'll launch me straight into my settings so that I can choose my Wi-Fi network. Now, to adjust the colors of some of these toggles, I used Uniformity 2 to do that. And I also have HideMeX installed here as well to get rid of certain things that I didn't want to see in my control center. And I think that's about it that I have here. If I happen to miss something, then it will be annotated in the video and also listed down below in the description box. But that is my control center. So I'm gonna just swipe on down from that. Now, as for my notification center, I didn't do too much here. I have a couple of things installed, one being Springtomize 3. I also have BWeather 2 installed to give me my weather updates up here. And I also have HideMeX to get rid of certain elements in this section that I don't want to see, and Simple Centers. So with Simple Centers and HideMeX, I was able to get rid of certain things, like normally you see the date up here at the top, or you see the headers, today, and notifications. That has been eliminated because I am using those two tweaks. So you can kind of play around with the settings to get it the way that you want it to be and possibly eliminate something that you don't want to see here in your notification center. Now, some other things that I have running on my device as well are Eclipse 3, which gave me this dark background here in my settings. Eclipse 3 can give you a dark background pretty much anywhere on your device, but the only place I really wanted it on mine was my settings. I also have circle icons installed here so that all of my icons are circles. Taking it back to my home screen, there are two things that I did forget to mention. One thing being Tiny Bar, which makes my status bar a little bit smaller, and I also have status bar color installed to adjust the color of my status bar. Now, that's really all that I themed on my phone, and I know it's probably not as intense or heavy as my other setup videos that I have done, but it's honestly one of my favorite yet, and still, because primarily of the setup itself, it's very functional for me. Now, for those of you that are interested in getting that clock that I showed you at the very beginning, I'm going to give you a link down below that you're going to follow, and when you follow that link, you'll see a page that looks like this when you open it up on your phone. Now, when you see this, we're going to be opening this up in iFile. So what you're going to do is tap the share button up here, and then you're going to select open in, and we're going to choose copy to iFile. Now, once you get here, what you're going to do is you're going to hit unarchiver so that you can extract the files that you need. And once you've done that, you should see a folder icon to the left of the words LS Syndrome Late. Now, once you see that, you're going to tap on the word edit, and you're going to select it, and you're going to choose the clipboard down here in the bottom right because we want to copy it. So we're going to hit copy. Then you're going to tap done, and we're going to find your LOCK.html folder. Basically, what you're going to do next is keep tapping your back button until you get back to this section here that's called var. And once you're in your var section, you're then going to tap on mobile, and then you're going to tap on library, and then you're going to scroll down until you find LOCK.html. Once you find it, you're going to tap on it, and then you're going to select edit, and you're going to select the little icon down here that you used to copy earlier, because now we're going to paste the item that you have copied. And once you paste it, it should be listed right here. So from here, all you have to do is hop into your settings, and when you're in your settings, you're going to go to LOCK.html. Now, once you're in your LOCK.html settings, you're going to go to the option select widget, and you're going to find LS Syndrome Late. You're going to tap on it, adjust the settings for it, and then when you go to your lock screen, you will see this. And that is basically how you get that onto your lock screen. Now, if you want the settings that I have for my tweaks, like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, that's going to be linked down below, along with all the wallpapers that I have shown you in this video. But that's basically it. If you enjoyed this, if you're feeling this theme, if you're a Drake fan, I'm not going to say I'm a diehard fan, but I do like his music. So if you're a Drake fan, or if you like his music, or you like my videos, or you're loving this perfect setup series, go ahead and show me that love and support down there on that like button. And also feel free to share this video with your friends. But aside from that, it's going to wrap this episode up. So as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.